focus with your opponent when they don't need it and when you really could do with some of those lucky bounces.
1-all.
KUAI just stretching on that shot, wanting to take it early, just clipping the top of the net.
One.
And another one.
Yeah, that backhand is so formidable.
Just so quick, and those shots down the line, they're really difficult to get.
Yes, definitely. And they're even more difficult where you can see, it's only up until the last second you can see the placement of that ball. Her body language is suggesting it might go across the court. But then she just twists her wrist ever so slightly. It's so clever. So hard to read as the opponent.
In your absolute peak, how do you think you would have compared facing a player like KUAI? Could you have taken a game?
If I'm being completely honest, Rebecca, absolutely not. They are top level table tennis players.
I think you might be being modest there.
I'm definitely not. If this is the way she plays against Natalia BAJOR, who potentially might have got 1 or 2 games off in my top peak, it would have been very tough.
What was so smart about that serve?
Yeah, there's perfect length is what I was going to say. KUAI, very difficult when it's that length. You want to lift it up, but you don't want to clip the top of your racket, so you have to be extra careful on it.
That's 2 really good points then. Back to back for BAJOR.
She played that one into the middle. KUAI not able to get an angle on it. As we've seen, KUAI has been getting those angles, but BAJOR is now closing the gap by managing to drift her out wide, and that is what she is so good at. You see that calmness on it, just hitting that angle wide.
This is a much better showing for BAJOR, who's now doubled her points tally from the opening game. Clearly adapting as it goes on and growing in confidence after having got a couple of really decent points under her belt.
6-all.
And we've been speaking about that KUAI backhand, and there she didn't manage to get it on, but from the way I was looking at it, it was just a little bit less. BAJOR took a little bit of the pace off the ball, which disrupts the rhythm. If you're getting the ball the same speed every single time, you get used to it. So BAJOR's managed to change that and change it into a lead. And again, that backhand taking KUAI wide out to the forehand. That is what the disadvantage. You spoke about the advantage of being a left-hand player. The disadvantage is that wide forehand for a right-handed player is where they're going to try and exploit you. Wow! A little chop by BAJOR there in the middle to take her 3 points clear. What an exceptional rally. You think BAJOR is completely out of place, but this is what she's capable of. She is so adaptable. And she's got a fierce look on her face. She wants this.
Well, I did like the nod of appreciation from KUAI, but she wasn't going to let BAJOR get away with that for too long. Real aggression then from the KUAI forehand, making up that ground again. Does Bayo have the nerve to hold on to this 1-point lead as we enter the final stages of this game?
And that is perfect by Bayo, taking KUAI out to that short forehand, bringing her in, and then spinning it to the other side of the table. Really using the whole width of that table.
Real chance here with 2 game points. This would really open up this match. What a way to save the first. Here we see that again from KUAI.
Very good at turning around the table, a little bit of topspin on that serve. And the power she can generate.
Oh, can't make that one count, and Bayo has levelled up at a game apiece here. It was an impressive second game from the pole after losing the opener 11 points to 3.
And I think KUAI will be a little bit frustrated with that. She did the same sort of topspin serve, ball popped up, but she wasn't able to capitalize on it. And Bayo, very, very impressive.
Dobra, ale ona stoi i od razu, no zobacz, na początku grałaś jej tylko w backhand. To ona cię przybija.
A real shift in momentum, a real swing in this match as Natalia Bayo makes her way back over to the table, and she must be feeling supremely confident now, having taken that second game 11 points to 9. It was incredibly one-sided in the opener, with KUAI taking it 11-3, but Bayo has showed real resilience. And what was she doing especially well?
The good thing about Bayo that I've noticed through the years of watching her is her ability to adapt and change. And that is what she's doing. She's changing the pace of the ball. She's not playing, you know, there. You thought she's out of position. She's coming around, chop block it. She has that versatility, that adaptability on the table for any shot that comes. That's not a normal table tennis textbook shot, but it works. You can see there 12 of the last 16 points going to Bayo, and there, over the top of the table, she is strong with that backhand.
Yeah, and that momentum has continued into game number 3.
Well, very good close to the table in what a table tennis player would call a block, but she doesn't block it. She puts some force behind it, and she puts some, you know, positioning behind it, not just getting the ball back on the table.
Oh, well, it was a tricky serve from KUAI, and then a brilliant third ball too.
KUAI really using all those angles. You can see how stretched that made Bayo. Wow, she is quick over the top of the table, and I think that is what Bayo's going to have to try and stop. She was, you know, coming around, playing that backhand side spin in that second game, slowing down the pace, and then finding her moment to play that backhand. I think she's going to look for that again.
Unbelievable pace from the world number 7. She's put together 4 consecutive points now, after what was a slowish start by her standards.
And the right idea there from Bayo. You could see what she was trying to do. She'd opened up her body ever so slightly to play that down the line. Just couldn't quite pull it off.
Well, a stroke of good luck there for Bayo, but it was a very smart idea nonetheless. Kwai-man, but superb attacking play from BAJOR.
A lot of force behind those shots, and that is what BAJOR's good at. It's a little less spinny, a little bit more flat on the ball, but it's very hard to receive those. And again, a lovely serve. BAJOR's coming round now, as you can probably tell, coming into the middle of the table to play that backhand serve, giving her a little bit of an edge to play her backhand from the forehand side, which she has been doing.
Well, she's showing that game number 2 wasn't just a flash in the pan. She's got her teammates on their feet.
And the amount of backspin you can see fizzling on that ball. 2 serves in a row, 2 points in a row.
But a clever serve from Kwai-man that BAJOR just can't deal with. Well, she's done a couple of those, hasn't she, Kwai-man? Straight down the line, close to the edge of the table. But BAJOR is adapting well, and she's figuring out those serves.
BAJOR there, really receiving well off the serve. You've seen she's done a couple of pushes, not ready for those long ones occasionally before. Wow, BAJOR storming into a 3-point lead here. So close to the table, making use of all the angles, really pushing Kwai-man to her limits with those flat shots.
It'll be fascinating to see how this game finishes up, because BAJOR is on the cusp of victory. She's 2 points away from it, but you can never write off any of these Chinese players, and Kwai-man has the benefit of serving.
And timeout, you could feel that was coming from BAJOR there. Kwai-man just doing a little reverse pendulum serve. A little bit of topspin on it, very, very difficult to return.
Ale zobacz, 3-0 prowadziłaś, potem nagle 3 piłki grasz jej do backhandu. Nawet jak przegrywasz środek i forehand, to tutaj masz lepszą grę, bo ją trzymasz, można ją złamać do backhandu, ale najpierw trzeba zacząć od forehandu, od środka. Jak widzisz górę, nie ma się co wahać, to już nie ma przebicia, trzeba grać po piłce. Patrz na piłę, dasz radę, tylko jak można, to żeby nie popchnąć jej tam pod backhand, bo ona sta, tylko bardziej otwartym nadgarstkiem, żeby ją popchnąć w nią. Wtedy tą piłę, jak ci zaserwuje ten serw. A możesz iść backhandem, ale musisz ją tak... Może być szybki, ale jak widzisz, że trzyma tak rakietę, to jak już idziesz forehandem, to nie w tamtą stronę, tylko otwartym nadgarstkiem, żeby ją pchnąć do środka. To lepiej jak ci się położy tak, bo położy się pewnie do forehandu, niż będzie grała tym backhandem, bo tam jest za duży kąt. Dawaj, dasz radę, kombinuj, patrz na piłkę.
Well, intense discussion between player and coach, and this really is on a knife edge. BAJOR is in a precarious position with just a single point separating her from Kwai-man, who really knows how to win, depending on, no matter what position. She's been in losing positions and turned things around. She's world number 7.
Wow, what a crucial point. Coming back from the timeout at 9-8. See BAJOR not afraid. It's all in the mentality as well. She knows she can win this. And look at the flick of the wrist there to take her out to the wide forehand. Again, using the whole width of that table, really stretching her. And BAJOR has the chance to capitalise and go into the lead now.
Kwai-man there with stunning speed across the table.
And I held my breath there ever so slightly. I thought BAJOR had flipped the edge of the table there, but Kwai-man just being a little bit too fast.
Well, BAJOR lets out a scream converts with her second game point and wraps that one up 11 points to 9. This has been a real turnaround for BAJOR, having lost the opener 11-3. She's now won 2 consecutive games. That is impressive stuff indeed.
Pierwszej piłki nie dać jej, bo ona ci od razu gra bardzo szeroko tam poza zasięg. Tam jest bardzo trudno pójść. A jeszcze dobrze wiesz, że ci może zagrać po prostu. Środek, szeroki forehand, to takie przepchnięcie i powrót do pozycji od razu backhandowej, żeby jej zagrać 2 razy przekątną potem. I przekątna, albo przekątna.
Let's have a look then at table 4. Kazakhstan are up against Spain. Robles losing there. That was 3-1 to the Kazakhstan team on the other side of the hall. We are here on table 1 and it is Poland. We have the lead in this match with Natalia BAJOR winning the last 2 games against KUAI. Well, she wins this one, she will win the match. To wonder what is going through the head of KUAI right now. She's not used to being in this position. She was utterly dominant in the opener, winning it 11-3. But Natalia BAJOR, against the odds, came back fighting and took the next 2 games 11-9, 11-9. So, any idea as to which way this one is going to go? Are we going to a 5th? Will KUAI take this one? Or do you think BAJOR can pull off an upset?
I really think these first opening points of the match are going to be very, very crucial to see which way this game goes. Natalia BAJOR at the moment looking very, very headstrong. She's one of those players who's played at the top level consistently for a number of years. She knows what it takes to beat these players, and she's beaten a lot of good players, so she will not be afraid.
You should be afraid of that, though.
That is very, very difficult to receive from KUAI. Pinning the middle there, and you can see it does clip the edge, but she's aiming for that white line. Very, very good angles.
So KUAI gets off to a roaring start in what's a must-win game, and that's probably what we would have expected from her. Do you think, Maria?
Yeah, she's come back to the table fierce. She's not playing passive at all, and you see when she does not get that 3rd ball in, the point kind of opens itself out. Gets a little bit trickier for her to win the ball, but when she manages to get that 3rd or 5th ball attack, she's very, very fierce. BAJOR, again with that backhand, you can see she whips it all the way from her hip, all the way across. There, straight across. Such good angles. She's been winning a lot of points that way, and that'll be a tactic that she wants to keep up.
Well, it is BAJOR's best ever showing against KUAI. This is the 3rd time they've played, and in both of those 2 previous matches, BAJOR only took the 1 game off KUAI. Plus 2.
3-5.
KUAI just snatching at the ball a little bit there. Wants the point to be over maybe a little bit quicker than it can be. That is so tactically played. BAJOR just letting KUAI play out, and then she just comes over the top of the ball. You can see it's not a block. There's some body behind it. There's some momentum behind taking her out wide forehand. And yeah, a timeout called by Team China.
现在大球里边好像可以2中短，可以2中在下面为主。如果说他出来低了，那也就是随便掉下去；进高了，你们该怎么拉怎么拉，没问题。 他这一把蹬过来的时候，哎，这球有一个弹，这有点危险，那别的没什么危险。好了，现在这球里别慌，别虚就行。啊，加油，还这么接，没问题。啊，然后真发长了，他这球一蹭过来的时候，加点摩擦就行。球不是很转了，好吧？
So KUAI
来，坚决接啊，没问题啊。
and
对，可以。说完以后，后面赶一衔接就完了，好吗？啊，注意连续啊。
KUAI summoned for the timeout. Told not to panic. If it's a long serve, there's not much spin on it, so take your time. Is that where she's been coming up short, Maria, against BAJOR on the service, on the receive game?
We saw her start this game coming out of the blocks very aggressive, using those third and fifth ball attacks. And it's when we get into slight rallies like that actually they've been going the way of BAJOR a little bit more. Obviously that one didn't, but it's those slightly slower, trickier balls. And that is where she has been winning her points, and where we've seen KUAI dominating over the top of the table, getting those angles, especially that forehand down the line, that backhand down the line. She's very, very good at that and very consistent.
5-7.
And she is visibly frustrated with herself. All of China's matches have been straight games wins heading into this tie. It's been a really impressive show of mental fortitude from BAJOR. Even when she's been in a losing position against KUAI, even when she's lost the open at 11-3, she hasn't looked phased at all. She's just kept fighting.
And again, that backhand. Time and time again, we're seeing it. KUAI opening up to that backhand, and BAJOR just being behind the ball, able to get that angle. And she has that reach, BAJOR, those angles. Yes, when KUAI can get her really wide out forehand, she's not able to reach it. But more often than not, she's making her play that extra ball.
Couldn't make the receive count. BAJOR, how costly will that prove to be? Get the sense that this game is going to come down to very fine margins. Oh, frustration for KUAI. That's a shot you should have made.
I think KUAI will be deeply disappointed in that. She gets them on 99 out of 100 times. Maybe it's the pressure of being 2-1 down. And wow, I don't think we expected to see this at this stage in the game. 11-3, KUAI took the first game, and Natalia BAJOR, something switched in her. Tactically, she has been playing excellent.
And she's earned herself match points, 2 of them. This would be a blot on the copybook of China's unblemished record so far at these championships if they were to lose a match. They haven't lost a game. They hadn't until this one, until this match against Natalia BAJOR. Oh, and it's that serve again. She's done that before, KUAI, and BAJOR has not been able to read it.
Into the middle of the table, BAJOR stepping around with her backhand like she has done, but she still has match point.
We'll try the same one again. 2 match points, well saved by KUAI, really holding her nerve. She's got Wong Hao and her teammates on their feet. I sense that she needs support. in what are really tense moments. Marlin, apologies, in charge of the women's national team.
10, 11.
There we go. That backhand serve again that she's won so many points off. Gives her her third match point.
Save a third.
You see her shaking out her arms after that. So quick over the top of the table. Thought she might have just had it to spin it over to the other side. But it's all still to play for.
Oh, well, some fortune there for BAJOR, but she was due one of those. How tense is this, Maria? What are these players feeling? We've had match points, 3 of them for BAJOR, saved by KUAI Man. Who's got the psychological edge now? Match point number 4 for BAJOR. She has just got the answers under extreme pressure.
And that is what being world number 7 is. It's not giving up, it's not stopping, and it's still hitting those risky shots, those shots down the line. BAJOR with serve though.
Listen to the scream. She's earned herself a 5th match point, but it is KUAI Man to serve again. Alternating serves. Once we get to juice, KUAI Man has been producing some really troublesome serves. What can we expect now? Another one saved. This is unbelievable.
The mental strength of both these players. For KUAI Man saving all the match points so far, and for Natalia BAJOR keeps getting those match points. She needs to keep going.
Deja vu as BAJOR earns herself match point. Can she convert at the 6th time of asking? Do you think, well, I've had 5, I've had 6 chances, eventually one of them will stick, or does the player who saved them all think, you know, eventually I'm going to get myself into a winning position? Eventually, BAJOR pulls off a huge upset. She gives Poland a real chance in this tie, coming from behind to beat KUAI Man by 3 games to 1, surviving what was an incredibly tense, nervy finish. She had match points 6 times and converted at the very final time. My goodness, how must she be feeling? How must KUAI Man be feeling?
I don't think BAJOR can quite believe it. She had her head in her towel, and you can see the shock on her face. What an upset and what a win for BAJOR. Absolutely fantastic play to take the world number 7, and she deserved it. She played very, very well.
So there you go. Who saw that coming? Natalia BAJOR pulling off a real upset to defeat KUAI Man 3 games to 1. This tie has just opened up. It will not be a clean sweep for the defending champions, the 23-time champions China. It is up to Wang Manyu next to get them ahead again. So This will become match number 3, Wang Manyu against Katarzyna Wegzin. That is up next. China versus Poland. It's all to play for here in Wembley. That's coming up in just a moment.